Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Lauren Robertson, and today I would love to speak to you about my top 3 ways to receive first and surnames in your mediumship. Now, those of you who are practicing mediums already will know that receiving first and surnames in your mediumship is the holy grail of spirit communication. First of all, because it's so specific. When you say the first and surname of a person in spirit, it's either right or it's wrong. So if you get it right, then it's very encouraging that the information came from the intelligence of the person in spirit. And secondly, because it's really, really impressive. You know, when you're able to bring through that caliber and that type of information from spirit, it means that the people who you're giving the information to, or the person you're giving the message to, can know for sure that it's their loved one because you have named them by their first and second name. That saves a lot of energy for you as the medium, and it saves a lot of energy for the spirit person as well. So if you would like to know how to receive first and surnames from people who are in spirit, then please keep on watching. So if I'm completely honest with you, I can't get first and surnames in my mediumship all the time. It does happen sometimes, and there are really 3 things that I have done that precedes the times when I am able to receive first and surnames from people in spirit. So I would like to share with you now what those 3 things are. Number 1, it's really important if you want to get names from spirit that you stop saying, "I'm not good with names." So if you ever find yourself in life saying to people, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not good with names," or "Have we met before? I'm not good with names," it's time for you to stop saying that, because the way you are in life is reflected in your mediumship. So instead of saying, "I'm not good with names," or worrying or being fearful that you're going to forget somebody's name, what I would recommend you do instead is make naming names a deliberate practice in your life. So when you meet somebody new, use your name and their name as much as possible. So I might say, for example, say I meet someone called Bobby. I might say, "Hi Bobby, my name's Lauren, it's really nice to meet you. So Bobby, tell me a little bit more about yourself, where are you from?" So I'm using the person's name as much as possible in day-to-day communication, so that then when you come to do your mediumship, you have that comfort and that familiarity and that the sense of being used to using people's names and accustomed to using people's names. And when you come to do your mediumship, that skill will transfer onto your communication with spirit as well. The second way that I enhanced my ability to receive names from spirit is that I really looked at my own self-confidence and why it was that I believed I couldn't receive names. Like, what was it about receiving names from spirit that I believed was so difficult or believed was so hard? And what I found is that not being able to receive names was connected to a sense in which, in my childhood, I had felt unseen or overlooked or not seen as myself. And so I found that there is a relationship between being able to get really specific details in spirit, including names, and the sense in which I felt seen or heard as a child. And I really think a lot of it is to do with deservingness. You know, if we haven't felt seen or heard or accepted for who we are as a child, it can affect our ability as an adult to believe that we can get that really special, specific, amazing evidence from spirit that's going to really touch and impress the person who you're giving the message to. And so I definitely recommend that if you have felt in the past unseen or unheard, or that you weren't accepted for who you are, that you create a very deliberate and a very intentional ritual for seeing yourself and really accepting and nurturing yourself. This could be an exercise of forgiveness. It could be spending a day doing things that you really want and you really enjoy. or it could be standing up for yourself in a certain situation and asserting your boundaries and your preferences. When you believe that you are worthy in life, that worthiness again will transfer onto your mediumship, and things that once seemed difficult or out of reach will become easier. The third thing I recommend you do if you want to get really good at receiving first names and surnames from spirit is to work with the idea of being bold and courageous in your development circle. So if you aren't in a development circle at the moment, or you don't have a supportive community of other mediums who you can help and who are helping you, I definitely recommend you make that a priority and make sure it is a group that you feel really good with, really harmonious with, and that the people who are in the group think along the same lines as you and have the same values as you. When you find a group like that, practice doing your one-to-one readings and your platform readings with setting the specific intention that you are going to be bold and courageous and go for a first name or a surname even if you get it wrong. So the point of this exercise is to work with a group which you feel safe in and supported in, and not really to focus on the person you're trying to do the reading for, or even really the person in spirit, but focus on your own sense of courage, your own boldness. So where you would not usually go for a name, I want you to go for a name. And where you would maybe only go for a first name, I want you to try to go for that first name and second name as well. Really mastering this skill comes from courage, it comes from boldness, it comes from stepping outside of your comfort zone. And the best way that I've found to do that, as I said, is to do so with a supportive community who you know are going to be rooting for you to win and rooting for you to succeed. Because when you are able to do it, when you come up with that first name or that surname, yes, it will be you who's done it and you'll feel really amazing, but a lot of the time it's because we're using the collective energy or the collective consciousness of a supportive group. It's that energy that allows us to get that clear, more specific information. So build your courage, build your boldness by going for those names in a really supportive group or development circle. My name's Lauren Robertson, the medium in Manolos. If you enjoyed this video today, please do like my page, like whatever you can around here. Please do subscribe to my page if you haven't already. And I want to let you know that I have a book out with Hay House. It's called The Medium in Manolos. Please go to laurenrobertson.co.uk/MIM-book to buy your copy and to receive a free gift from me instantly when you do. Thanks so much for tuning into this video, and I'll see you again soon.